Hi, I wanted to show you how important kneeling plank is for a lot of the arm balance positions and how the spine basically takes the same shape. So come onto your mat, wrists underneath the shoulders, screwing into the floor. Push the ribs up to the sky. Send the sitting bones towards the wrists, top of the pelvis to the sky, neck is free. So I stay like this, pushing sitting bones towards the wrist. A firmness comes to my abdomen while I still breathe into it. I'm not sucking my belly in, but it's firm because of the posture. I can go into plank and nothing changes. I can draw my knees in towards the chest, and basically it's the same pose or the same feeling. Back into kneeling plank, sitting bones towards the heel of the hands. So watch how my spine doesn't change now as I go into downward facing dog. Sitting bones moving towards the heels. Ribs are floating towards the sky, neck is free. I can come back into kneeling plank, it's the same position. I can come into Bakasana, it's the same feeling. Sitting bones towards the heels, ribs floating up towards the sky, neck is free, and I balance. Toes come down. There I can be on my toe tips, it's the same position. If I wanted, I could come up into handstand with these same actions. There I go back into plank. Spine has stayed the same the whole way through, and the feeling has stayed the same. Sitting bones to heels, top of the pelvis to the sky. Ribs floating up towards the sky. Neck is free. Child's pose there. It's the same thing. Downward facing dog. It's not important whether the knees straighten or the heels are on the floor. And then I could even come into Pinchamayurasana, which is basically the same position, but on my elbows. If I take a leg up into the sky, see how my spine doesn't change? Those actions stay the same. I'm wiggling my head around to show you that my neck and face are free. The other leg comes up, but the spine didn't change. It stays long and free. And back down onto the knees. Same actions, sitting bones, chest floating up. There I go into plank. It's the same position, the same feeling. There's a firmness in my abdomen without me pulling my belly back into the spine. It's created because of the positioning. In a half push-up position, it's also the same. Sitting bones towards the heels of the hands, top of the pelvis to the sky. Ribs floating up to the sky. Back into child's pose. Freeing the neck. Breathing. Downward dog again. Just repeating them over and over so that you can see how they're all basically variations of the same position. And there's the same feeling of length, freedom in the spine, and each and every one. So play with this in your practice. Happy and safe practicing. Namaste.